This one is kind of personal to me because it's the first time since May 19th of 2017 that we are hearing new material with Chester Bennington's voice on it throughout an album. I know that Mark Morton collab came out, a year after Chester's passing, but this is Chester's other band, Grey Daze, the band that he was in before Linkin Park. Basically, this isn't necessarily new stuff, some of it is, but there's also re-recorded stuff from old times that they decided to put on this album as well, and then we get Amends. Where to begin? It's 11 tracks long. None of the songs were blatantly long to be long. I think the longest track on there was 4 minutes and 6 seconds. I think the only one I found myself disliking is In Time, and that's not because of the vocals or anything. I don't know, I wasn't vibing with it as much as the other ones, and the other ones at least had some sort of stability to them. This one felt like the weakest one to me, and really the only one that made me go, would I listen to this again intentionally? Probably not, but, nonetheless, it's not the worst thing I've heard all year. The OK tracks, Soul Song and Morei Sky, they do have very good choruses. A lot of these songs have choruses that pick up the song or whatever, but these ones, I don't know, I just wasn't that big of a fan. They popped on, they were okay, they were cool, but again, would I listen to these songs intentionally again? Probably not. Only if I was playing the album through and wasn't skipping, I would be okay, this is fine. But other than that, I'm not gonna be oh, I'm gonna listen to 3 songs off this album, and those 2 just wouldn't be the ones that I would necessarily pick. That leaves the rest of the album for my favorites, which is Sickness, great kickoff, one of the songs I heard before the album came out. It played on the radio here, and I was really blown away with the aesthetic and the way Chester was singing. It was nice hearing that again. You just kind of felt heartwarming to hear his voice just on the radio again with something new. Sometimes is a nice one. What's in the Eye, The Syndrome, just like Heroin. Great song. I really loved that one for some reason. And then Chester just pops in and is it's just like Heroin. Except he does it better than me, obviously. It was just definitely at a time, I guess this song was written maybe around the time when Chester was still dealing with his drug addiction, because as he was in Grey Daze, he still had one before he joined Linkin Park, before quitting the drugs. And yeah, I mean, it just feels really personal to him. It was just happening at that point in time. B12, which I don't understand the song title, but it's a very catchy one that has that chorus, you think I'm stupid and all this stuff, and you can't help but sing along to the verses as well. That just kind of, it sounds like a political song to me. That's really all it is, very political. She Shines and Shouting Out, which is a great finisher. Again, as most artists are doing, finishing soft. Chester can take on any genre and just nail it. I mean, come on, man. Like I said, as much as you guys probably hated One More Light, you gotta admit, his vocals on that album were fantastic, as was the case on this right here. Overall, very enjoyable. I enjoyed a lot of it, and even finding myself going, the least favorite song wasn't that bad. It's still my least favorite, that's why I put it in there. But again, you're not going to see it on a worst of list, at least if I were to make one. It's just kind of there in a sense, where it's I can't get rid of it. It's there, but in the end, it's not the worst thing in the world. So yeah, I think I would rate this album an 8 out of 10. It's a nice little album they got, and I was just very happy to hear new stuff with Chester's voice in it for the first time since he passed on. But that's basically it for me. You guys can tell me in the comments below, what did you think of this album? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Hope you're subscribed. If you're not, go do that. Click the notification bell. That way you're notified every time I upload, because I tend to, for my Wednesday and Friday videos, I tend to upload them beforehand to set them to premiere. That way you're kind of prepared. And then I upload other videos on random days, like if it's a news story, a track review, I do that too. So yeah, Stay tuned for that, and until then, I will catch you all in the next one.